the sets are going crazy over at Sephora, okay? There are so many new makeup holiday sets and launches that have dropped over there, and I thought today we could break them all down. I do this every year, and I've already done this with the Sephora favorite set, so definitely check that video out if you're interested. But it can be so easy to see all these minis and these curated little sets and these giftable little items and think you're saving money, but I think it's so important to break down if you actually are, okay? For the right person, a lot of these could be good gifts, but I also think it's easy to get sucked into the value of these sets and not really look at how they're going to work into your life, how these products actually function potentially as minis. And I want you to get the most out of your makeup and the money that you're spending on this makeup. So let's start breaking them down. And let me just say, I'm telling you, these sets are out of control. There are so many. So I have a feeling it's going to be a long video. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with the fact that there are a million mini little lip balms out, okay? There are so many different sets to choose from. And I think one of my favorites is the Summer Fridays, the Lip Butter Balm Minis. This is $25, which I think is a great giftable price. And in here, you're getting 4 different 5 milliliter lip butter balms. There's vanilla beige, pink guava, cherry, and sweet mint. I believe all of those are permanent shades, and I actually kind of like that. That way, if you get one you really like and you want to repurchase, you can go repurchase the one you actually want. And I do really like the Summer Fridays lip butter balms. I will say, you know, as much as I love a squeezy tube lip balm, I don't want to say I'm getting fatigued, but I'm kind of getting fatigued. You know what I mean? I am getting a little fatigued, but I think this is one of the better ones out there just because I do really love the Summer Fridays lip balm formula. Now, they do have another holiday lip balm set, and this one I am so tempted by, but it's definitely higher price. This one retails for $48, and this is the holiday trio set with the lip butter balm in hot cocoa and toasted marshmallow. Now, toasted marshmallow has not launched in another set before, so it has me very intrigued. I love a little marshmallow. I love a little vanilla, so I'm so intrigued. I want to try this so bad, but I don't want to spend $50. Now, both the lip balms in this set are full size, and they retail, I think, for like that $25 on their own. So in terms of value, it's not like the worst because you're also getting a 1 ounce of the jet lag mask, which I really do like that mask. I think it's a great one. So if you wanted to try that out and you're into the hot cocoa and you want to try the marshmallow, again, could be a good set. For me, I just want that marshmallow one, and I have a feeling, I'm hoping anyway, that it will come out on its own at some point, and it's just teasing kind of limited edition initially. That's what I have my fingers crossed for, okay? We'll see if I'm right about that or not, but I'm also like, if I don't get the marshmallow lip balm, I might be okay with it, which is a big step for me. Anyway, I also wonder how many of these sets are going to go on sale. First off, we have the Sephora sale coming up. I mean, I feel like, again, there's so many updates and so much information that I'm going to be talking about in this video, but the Sephora sale is going to be happening. I believe it starts on Halloween, October 31st, and it's going to run into November. So that is definitely a way you could save a little bit more money. And I definitely wanted to get this video up. So if you're shopping, you can kind of, you know, get your cart in order, get your wish list in order. But I also think outside of that sale, I think some of these sets are going to go on discount. Like, I think they're going to get discount because there's just so many, you guys. And I don't know. Let me know how you're feeling about the kits. I mean, obviously, after we run through them all, you can let me know too. But I don't know. There wasn't like as many must-haves or even as many like temptations as normal. Like, this is one of the highest tempting sets for me, and I just like totally talked myself out of it. You know what I mean? For other mini lip balm sets, this one is from Tower 28 Beauty. It's the Mini Lil Softies Lip Softy Lip Treatment Set. Did you get that? Okay, I think I just repeated the same words 3 times. But this retails for $20. You get 4 lip balms once again in here, and these are the 5 milliliters. You're getting watermelon, kiwi, red bean mochi, iced dulce de leche, and also tiramisu. A nice selection of colors and flavors. Unfortunately, this just isn't my favorite lip balm formula, so this is not the one I would necessarily recommend, but if you do like this, it kind of falls the same way as the Summer Fridays. You just gotta pick the one you actually like. There's also a Topicals lip balm trio. This is the Slick Salve Glossy Lip Balm Trio, and this retails for $34. Now, I believe these are full-size products, so that is the reason it's a little more expensive. There's also an exclusive shade in here. The pomegranate shade is limited edition, and then there's also the acai shade and the papaya shade. The Topicals lip balm formula is definitely different. It feels more like a thick gloss to me. It's a little bit stickier, but it also has a really high shine on it. Because they're full size, I think that set is going to be best if you already know you love that formula and you want more shades, or even if you're going to split it up. I think that's also a really great way to kind of go into sets, is potentially splitting them with other people in your life. That way everyone can kind of get the best for themselves. For more mini lip balm sets, this one is from Glow Recipe. It's the mini glass balm lip collection gift set. Retails for $25. So again, very similar price points for all of these. And I have enjoyed the watermelon one that I've tried from this line. I haven't tried all of them, and I have heard that some of them are gritty, so just watch out for that. Let me know if you had that experience. But in here, you're getting all 4 of the shades: the ice bingsu, the strawberry, the watermelon, and the blackberry. These are only 4 milliliters, so technically a little bit less than the other ones. And again, they retail for $25. So I don't think it's a bad set. If this is one of your favorites, it could be great, but I just think the Summer Friday reigns supreme when it comes to these, just because I prefer the formula. Now, this Laneige one is competing. This is the mini lip glowy balm set, again at $25. And in here, you're getting a bunch of different flavors. You're getting berry, gummy bear, sweet candy, and vanilla. I really love this lip balm formula. It's a little bit thinner, still moisturizing though. It leaves you a little bit glossy, but definitely not thick, definitely not sticky. I think that one could be a nice set again if you were going between them. Okay, I'm realizing that other lip balm set from Laneige might not even be holiday technically, but they do have a holiday one. This one has some different flavors in it. So there is still the berry and the gummy bear, but there's also blueberry and mango in this one instead, which I do really like the mango and I do really like the blueberry scent. It's more of that like artificial blueberry. I think that set could be good, but I saw one from Refi that kind of launched a little bit later, and specifically with the Refi lip balms, I really love that they have a metal tip. So this is the mini lip gloss trio gift set, and it's $30. They are small sizes. There's the clear gloss, the rosewood gloss, and a limited edition topaz gloss. And this one's definitely caught my eye. Like out of all these ones I'm talking about, the Summer Fridays, the Laneige, and then this one, I feel like are the ones I would be wanting to gift. And to be honest, I feel like the Refi is the one that kind of is my personal preference at the moment. I've really been enjoying it. It says it's a lip gloss, but I feel like it really fits into that squeezy lip tube, lip gloss, lip balm category. And when I'm gifting people, especially makeup products, I like gifting them the things I'm really interested in. It's one of my favorite things. So I think the Refi would be the one that would win out for me. I really love that it seems they've added those metal tips to even the small ones, and I think it would just be a nice lip balm gift set to give as a gift. Okay, I'm sure we'll talk about more lip balms as we go, but those were the main ones that I saw that I felt like all kind of fit a similar category. So you definitely don't need them all. And I would say if you're buying for yourself, just keep in mind that although it's fun to get different scents and flavors, I know at least for myself, I definitely have my favorite flavors and tints that I like to return to and wear. And so unless you're wanting to be exploratory to find that perfect one for you, if you already know which one is your favorite, I would say just buy that one, have it in the full size, really enjoy it. Another set I really like, and this one seems to come out every single year. This one is from Makeup Forever, and it's the Mini Artist Color Lip Pencil Set. It's $39, and in here you're getting 5 different mini lip liners, or just in general kind of like pencils you could do whatever with. You could use them as eyeliners. You really are meant to be able to use them around the face, but I really think they do a good job of selecting some of the most wanted colors. So in here you're getting 808 Boundless Berry, which is a medium berry. You're getting 606 Wherever Walnut, which is my personal favorite. Absolutely love that lip liner. I've talked about it a lot. You're getting 608 Limitless Brown, which is a rich chocolate brown nude shade. You're getting 600 Anywhere Caffeine. This is a warm caramel nude, which I know for a lot of people, Anywhere Caffeine is like their Wherever Walnut for me, you know? So that one's also so popular. And then last, you get Endless Cacao, which is a cool taupe brown. And I just feel like all of these can work as different lip liners or again, eyeliners. And if you're really wanting to see if this formula is right for you or kind of narrow down which shade you like, I think this one could be nice. And specifically when it comes to minis, I feel like lip liners work well as minis because they're just shortened pencils. So they're not going to have like issues with the bullet breaking or anything like that you can get with other mini lip products. So I really like this set and I liked it last year as well. But again, it is good to be open to different colors. And if you already know what lip liner you want, you already know you like that formula, again, it might be better just to get the one you really like. I'm really just bouncing all around, so I'm sorry there's not nearly as much organization as there could be, but I did want to hit on this set from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Spritz the Season Cheirosa Mini Perfume Mist gift set. This is $39, and in here you're getting 5 1-ounce of the fragrance mist from Sol de Janeiro, which I do think this is a fun kit. I did not realize it was $39. In my head, I want this to be like $25, $28. I think that would be a better price point just because 1 ounce is not a ton of product. I've definitely gotten these sizes for free, like free gift with purchase and things like that. So, I feel like they could have been $25 or so and you could test them all out. But I think if someone really wants to try all the different scents, if you don't have a Sephora next to you, it makes sense wanting to try them all out. But again, $40 for 5 ounces of product, I don't know, it just feels a little steep this year, honestly. I don't know if it's different in price from last year, but it just feels a little high. One of the blush sets that I did like last year, and it seems like they brought it back, this is from Say. It's the Mini Dew Blush Trio gift set. It's $30, and in here you're getting 3 different shades. There's Baby, which is that like hot pink, baby pink. There's Sweetie, which is almost like a peachy coral color. And then there's Spicy, which they're calling a warm terracotta. I have a few of these blushes and I do like them, but they are more on the hydrating side. So I think this set is definitely going to be best for someone who has dry skin, or if you really like that serum, glowy kind of blush. They have pigment to them, but it's going to be a little bit more on the sheer side than more pigmented. I think this is best if you already know you like this formula and you want to expand some colors because you like the formula that much. I think it could be good for that. And these are mini size, but I think it's a nice amount of product for a mini. You're going to get a lot of wear out of it. And I feel like it just takes forever to use up cream or liquid cheek products, just blushes in general. So I think the minis work in that one for the right person. A blush set that I kind of had my eye on is from NARS. This is the Mini Multiple Soft Blur Blush Stick Set for cheeks, eyes, and lips. It's $45, so definitely a little more steep than other blush sets. And in here you're getting Fling, Orgasm, Crave, and Dolce Vita. These blushes did re-release this year, so I like that it's like a new product. And I've tried one other color. It's a little bit on the lighter side, the one I was trying, so I'm curious to know how these other shades would go. I did like the formula though. I feel like it was a slightly more mattified version of maybe like the Rhode blushes, even the Persona blushes, like that type of stick cream formula, which I do really love. I love the Rhode blushes. I love the Persona blushes. So something even a little more matte works for me. So we'll see if I pick that one up just because, again, I like the formula. I want that shade expansion. This is a blush that I think a lot of people would like, but it's not my personal favorite just because of the formula. This one's from Merit. It's the Mini Flush Blush Balm Trio. And in here, you're getting 3 different blushes. There is a limited edition shade in here called Redux. And then there's also the Postmodern shade and also Bon Bon. So it is a nice selection of blushes. I just personally find this one to be a little too glossy. It leaves that kind of like, I don't know, almost sticky feeling on my cheek, especially if I'm going to build it up to get the color that I personally want. I do have oily skin, so that's what I'm working with, you know what I mean? So it's just not my personal style of blush, but I know a lot of people really love that blush. So it could be a good set to potentially check out. I just feel like with any of these blush sets, once again, it's really getting down to, do you actually want these different colors or do you tend to wear the same type of colors? You know, maybe try a different formula and a similar color blush that you wear. Even if you have a lot of that shade, if that's the shade you wear, sometimes that's the better buy. So really just knowing your habits, how you wear makeup, all of that is going to help you determine what sets are going to be best for you. And here, let's get into some vaults, okay? Because vaults, there was a moment when vaults were everywhere and I feel like they kind of died down, but this year I've seen them come back with what feels like a vengeance. Okay, they are coming back and I do get why these are tempting. I feel like when brands release stuff, like at least for me, like I'm a collector at heart, okay guys? I love to collect things. I like to organize my little stuff. Like I love all that. And I feel like vaults really play into that because not only can you have one gloss balm from Fenty, you could have every shade. And there's something about that that feels exciting. But as someone who's done this in the past, okay, I did it. I go into it every year, but I bought one of these and I'm telling you, you just don't get the use out of them. And usually it's full-size product, which again, with the discount seems like so amazing. You're getting such a great deal. And maybe if you're breaking these vault sets up between other people, it could be better. But if it's just for you, it's a lot of product to go through. And if you're that into makeup where you're buying the vault or even interested, you're probably trying other things throughout the year. So it's just something to be, you know, again, really break down if it's going to be right for you. That all being said, this is the Fenty Beauty, the Gloss Balm Vault. It's $150, supposedly has a $238 value. And in here, you're getting 2 gloss sticks and 8 lip luminizers. I haven't actually tried the gloss sticks. I think they're the ones that are really shimmery, or at least some of them can be. But I just think $150, even though that's a great discount for all the products you're getting in there if you're going to buy those all individually full price. Yes, we can sit here and be like, that is a discount, but $150 on 8 lip products, I don't know. I don't want to do that. You could get a perfume for that price. You could get a lot of other things. So I don't know if that vault is worth it. I also feel like throughout the year, like makeup has gone on sale more than ever, and there are ways for you to save money on, again, the individual shade you want. There's also a Summer Fridays lip butter balm vault set. This one is $220. It's already out of stock, so I'm over here saying, don't get them. No one wants these. Obviously, I'm wrong. I'm wrong here. It's a $333 value. Now, with this, I do like these lip balms. You could break it up, or maybe you really want every flavor. Don't get me wrong. I have my own collection of these lip balms, but I've gotten them as they come out. Obviously, I do this as a job. And sometimes with the vault, it really is just about buying that much product at once, unless you're, again, splitting it up. The expiration date on these products is starting at the exact same time, instead of it being, spaced out throughout months and, picking up another one here. A new flavor comes out in 6 months, picking up another one then, like everything's starting at once with these products, and they're all going to be gone at the same time too. So just something to consider. $220. Yes, it's a lot of stuff. I think there's some bags you get in there too, but that's a lot of money for lip balms. It really is. One of the better priced vault sets is the Milk Makeup one. This is the Ready to Jelly Cooling Water Jelly Tint Vault gift set. In here, you're getting 6 of the full-size jelly tint water balms. You know what I'm talking about? We all know what these were. These went like crazy viral. You're getting Splash, Spritz, Chill, and Burst. And then you're also getting Fresh and Fizz, which I'm not as familiar with Fresh and Fizz. It doesn't look like it has one of the pH ones in here though, thank goodness, because that one is that one's impossible to use, I swear. You need so little of that product, but it goes on invisible and then just keeps developing. And I mean, again, the tiniest touch of that on my cheeks is still too much. So it's nice that that one doesn't seem to be in here. And this retails for $99. It's a $156 value. I definitely do not think that one is worth it. No. I can definitely use those blushes, and I do like them. I like the effect. They're not my go-to formula, not my go-to style. They're a little bit different, innovative. But again, on that one, I just don't think it's worth it. If you want one, get one for someone. You know what I mean? You do not need all the shades. Okay, another lip balm set. I'm telling you, that's all that's at the store. Lip balms and blushes, lip balms and blushes. This is from Ulla Henriksen. It's the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment Glimmer Vault Volume 1. There are 5 different full-size lip balms in here. So it's $88, a value of $115. These are all in the Glimmer formula, which have a shimmer to them, and there seems to be an exclusive shade, the Cocoa Creme Glimmer. I don't love the Glimmer as much as I do just the regular Ulla Henriksen lip balm, so I just think that already kind of puts this one down for me. And I mean, luckily it's not over $100, all of that, but again, just like, I promise you don't need all of them. I promise. As someone who has a lot of this stuff, you do not need all of them. From In Beauty Project, this is the Lip Glaze Vault Limited Edition Holiday Value Set. It's $99, a value of $144. And in here, you're getting 8 of the lip glosses from In Beauty Project. Now, I do like this lip gloss, and I think, again, picking up 1-2 shades that you like is just the way to go. I'm going to repeat the same thing, but I just know I've been there. I've been tempted. I really want you to get makeup products you're going to be using every day that are bringing joy to your life and the other things you're doing in your life. So as you can tell, I'm really being like, don't get the vaults, okay? Don't get the vaults. This one from Sol de Janeiro, I think is going to be best if you want to split it up. That's the way to go on this one. This is the Body Care Extravaganza Celebration Gift Set. It's $238, and you are getting a lot of stuff in here, okay? This is one where you and your friends or your family are like each going, and you get to pick one, and you go around in a circle and you take turns doing that until there's no products left. I mean, it's hard to even cover what's in here. It comes in its own like briefcase. Okay, has the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, an 8 ounce of that. You're getting the Boom Boom Body Oil, a 3.4 ounce or 100 milliliters, an 8 ounce of the Cheirosa 62 perfume, which is the classic, the caramel pistachio. You're getting the Brazilian Play body wash. I don't know if I love that one. I really love the Delicia Drench one, which is in the 59 cent. Oh, don't worry, you're getting that. The Delicia Drench shower oil, the 13 ounce. So I think that's the full size. You're also getting the body butter in the Delicia Drench range, the Beija Flor Elasti cream, the Balm Dia Bright body cream. Oh my gosh. And then you're also getting a bunch of 3 ounces, which is the smaller size, but the size I feel like a lot of people definitely buy in the body mist, and you're getting it in the 68 cent, the 40, the 59, and the 76. So really in this one, you're getting a ton of the line in here to try out and test. So I think, again, this one's definitely a split. I do do think that's what it's going to be best for. There's a set from Natasha Denona. Now this one I feel like definitely gives me a giftable vibe. It's a more expensive gift. It's $89, but this is the My Dream pouch, and you're getting a lot of the My Dream kind of products in here. You're getting the lip crayon in Natasha as well as the lipstick in that shade, and I believe these are like the best sellers from the line. So there's also the Mini Dream Blush Duo in My Dream, which I do have that, and it's not, again, my favorite personally. And then you're also getting one of the baby eyeshadow palettes, which has 3 different shades in it, and then a cosmetic pouch. So I don't know. I think, again, if you're gifting something, this definitely gives gifting vibes, but I also just am like, get one of the new matte palettes. You know what I mean? Like, if you have $90 to spend at Natasha Denona, I think there are so many other things you could get. And although you might not be dabbling in as many little products, I think you could get something that really is, again, tailored to you. And that's what I think whenever you're looking at any of these sets, you should look at what the prices you're going to spend and what else you could buy with that money. What else is on your wish list? Are any of these items even on your wish list? Like, really check in on that. Let me tell you about some of the sets I do think are good. I just feel like I'm like, don't buy anything, but I do think there are some good things to buy. Don't get me wrong. And these are some of my personal picks. From Sol de Janeiro, I really like the Jet Set sets that they have. They've had these since last year, and they have these in a lot of different scents. They're great for gifting, not only at Christmas or the holiday times, but also any time of the year, really, because they're perfect for traveling. And I really like that they can serve like kind of dual purpose. So the Delicia Drench set is the one that I would probably gift because I really like that scent. And in here, you're getting a clear travel case, which is really nice if you're traveling to have that already for your products. But then you're also getting a 1 ounce of the fragrance mist. You're also getting a 3 ounce of the shower oil, which is a shower gel. And the consistency on that is definitely different. It's a little more moisturizing, which I really like, especially in the colder months. And then you're also getting a 1.7 ounce of the body butter. Now this retails for $34. So I feel like it's like a nice mid price. And I think it just serves a lot of purposes. Like, as much as they're minis, they're definitely big enough to like bring on a trip with you. So I really like the idea of those sets. I definitely see them as gifting, or even for yourself if you're about to go on a trip and you want to bring like a scent memory with you. Those can be great. There's a lip liner set from Charlotte Tilbury. I really love these Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. I think they're great. So in here, you're getting Iconic Nude, which I have not tried that one. You're also getting Pillow Talk, of course, and then the Pillow Talk Medium, which I'm wearing the Pillow Talk Medium today. I really like that shade. It's been one of my favorites. And as for formula, this is a long wearing formula, which I'm normally not into, but it is nice that it stays around a little bit longer than some of my other ones, and it doesn't turn into something too gummy. I really keep it on the outer parts of my lips. So I'm really loving the formula, and I think there's some good shade options in there, some really popular shade options in there to be able to try for $35. Ooh, okay, this one from Westman Atelier. I loved the Westman Atelier blush set that I got last year, and I think this one is really nice. It's $60. I mean, these blushes are expensive, and I do think that the minis work just as well as the full size, which is great. You really just got to know if these colors are going to work for you or if you're interested in them. So for colors, there is Petal, Jam, and Chouchette, I believe is how you say that. Petal's a little more cool toned and pink. Chouchette is a little bit more warm and has some like neutral tones to it. And then the new shade is Jam, which is kind of a berry. And last year we got like a pop of pink. So I don't know. I really love this blush formula. It's one of my favorites. It's what I would suggest people to go check out. So if you were interested and these blush sheets look like something you might like, I think this could be a good way to test them out. But even with saying that, I will say that the mini sizes of these blushes retail for $26. So if you just wanted Petal, let's say, they do sell that on its own, and it could be something to check out that way. Okay, another set I really love. This one is from Dr. Jart. It's the Cooling Mask Treats gift set. I love these little cryo rubber sheet masks, okay? This set is $29. In here, you're getting 2 of the cryo rubber masks. There's the pink one, which I think is firming. Yeah, that one's firming. And then the blue one is a moisture mask. On their own, those retail for $16 a piece. And then you also get another sheet mask in there. It's not that same like cryo rubber kind of, I don't know, almost like a jelly consistency. It's just a normal sheet mask, but that's the Vital Hydra Solution mask. And so I don't know, I think that's a great set if you're wanting to try them out, or again, gift it. Even on an individual basis, they are so good, so calming. I have a lot of redness. I get flare-ups. Like, It's a whole thing, and those have really just felt so good on my face, and I just love wearing them. I love putting those on. I also really like the sets where it's doubling up on products that are like tried and true. So this one from Charlotte Tilbury, it's the Mini Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray Duo gift set. It's $32 for 2 minis. Now this could be fun to split up. Sometimes they're full sizes even, and you're getting a discount. And if it's a product you actually run through, I think that can be a great way to save a little bit of money and restock on stuff. I think gift sets where you're restocking, as long as the figures make sense, because sometimes you're getting less product, and although yes, it's a lesser price, it's like dividing it by ounce and all that. You can definitely get into the nitty gritty to make sure you're saving money, especially when it's product you're actually running through, because that's been a big thing for me this year. I've been using up my empty drawer is sitting absolutely full right now, and I've really been using up the stuff that I'm actually purchasing that isn't like color cosmetics. So I really love this hand cream set from Caudalie. They come out with these, I feel like, every year, and this is $16, so an amazing price if you want to just give a nice little gift during the holidays. Something to say I'm like thinking about you. I think this could be a great one. There's 3 different scents in here. There's like the regular one, which is kind of like a grapefruit scent. There's the Thé de Vins. I know I'm butchering that, but that's one of my favorite scents from them. It's like this musky, I don't know, it's just clean. It just smells so good. Love that one. And then there's also a mini of the Rose de Vin, and these are perfect to carry in your bag, to carry on the go with you, have by a bedside table, have by the computer, and I think it's just a great price. I also just love the hand cream itself, so I think that could be a really good gift. Okay, this is one I bought, and it's been sitting in the freezer ever since. I can't wait to try it, from Sophie Pavitt Face. This is the Nice Ice Frozen Rescue Treatment to Depuff and Calm Skin set of 3. Oh my gosh, okay. It's like these face masks that you put in the freezer to use. I'll need to make a short or something when I actually pull these out. But I've had these on my list for a while, but the full size of these retails for like $45, I want to say. Yeah, $48. In the $48 one, you get 8 pods, which, let's do a little math. That's $6 a pod, but this one is $15 for 3, which makes it $5 a pod. So I believe we're saving some money here, which isn't normally the case. Sometimes you'd pay a little bit more per pod, but overall you're paying less for like the item, if that makes sense. But this one actually worked out to a good deal, so I just want to shout that out in case you were interested in trying it. I think it's like one of the more affordable ways to just see if you even want to like get into that, because sometimes we just want to like try things out. Now that Rhode is at Sephora, there are a few different sets that they have out this year. I really wish they did like a mini blush set. I think that would have been amazing, and I would have been suggesting it, but they don't. They have the Holiday Glazed Trio gift set. This is a mini of the Glazing Milk, which I know a lot of people like. It's a very hot product on social media, so that one could be something to check out. And then you're also getting 2 of the lip balms, lip peptide treatments, or whatever they're called. And in here you're getting the shade Jelly Bean and also the shade Strawberry Glaze, which I think both of those at one point were limited edition. The set retails for $49, and I just don't know if it's worth it personally. Like, I'm sure if you were gifting this to like your niece or someone around you, they would be excited to try it. Rhode is a very popular brand, and it's all over social media. And for people who aren't as steeped in the makeup world, it could be a really exciting set in that way. But I feel like it's kind of steep, and I don't really love the lip peptide treatments. I know they've changed the formula so that there hopefully isn't the issue with like the grittiness, but I've just been burned. I've been burned, and I'm not ready to go back. But the blush, I'm like, the blushes I can recommend. I like the blushes. There's another mini kit though. This is the Rhode Glazed Skincare Essentials. It's $68. You're getting mini sizes of 4 different products. It's the Pineapple Refresh Cleanser, which I do have, and it's okay, not my favorite. The Glazing Milk in a 2.2 ounce, the Peptide Glazing Fluid, and then also the Barrier Restore Cream. I've tried a few things, I'm telling you, from the line. I get the Glazing Milk. I get why people like that one, but in general, I personally have not fallen in love with the skincare, so I would skip those sets. Okay, we haven't even gotten into all of the other sets that are out right now, like at Ulta and all these other places, because Wicked is taking over, and they did this last year when the movie came out, part 1 came out, and oh my gosh, you guys, it's insane. Like, I feel like it almost deserves its own video. There's so much Wicked. Every beauty brand you ever heard of is collabing with Wicked. Like and even if it's not a beauty brand, it's collabing with Wicked. Everyone's collabing with Wicked. But I think one of the only things at Sephora is the Pharmacy Wicked Clean Kit Limited Edition. I actually was sent this, so I'm going to show you sizes, because last year I was real mad about the tiny little sizes of these cleansing balms in the kit. It was 4 different ones. I love the different scents, and I love the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm. Do not get me wrong. I'm upset because I want more of it. You know, I want more product, please, not a tiny little amount. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me show you some sizes. Okay, here here is the set. This is the Wicked one, and I'm happy to say that they are definitely bigger than last year's. I'm telling you, they were like what felt like a third of the size of this. So these have 50 milliliters or 1.7 fluid ounces in them. Now I've stacked that on top of the regular size balm, which is 100 milliliters. So these are half the size, but you do get 2 of them. So let me do some math here. I'm like, wait, this might actually be a good deal, or at least equal to buying the full size. Yeah, the original is $39 for the 100 milliliters, and this is $39 for the 2 different ones. So it's the exact same deal, and I'm so happy to say that. And I do think if someone's really into Wicked, this could be a good set to pick up. It's also nice that it's actually usable. Like, this is a product I use every single day to get my makeup off. I love it. But if you were looking at the Wicked set for yourself, to be honest, I'm like, no, go with the big size. Okay, this is the big boy, 200 milliliters. So double the size of the regular size. For reference, this is what we have going on. Now that one is more expensive because you're getting double the product, but it is a savings if it's something you actually run through and go through. So that retails for $68. And if you're already a huge fan, that is what I suggest overall. But if you're going to be gifting to like a Wicked fan, it could be good. It could be nice. At least it's the same amount of product. I'm very happy and surprised to see that. Pharmacy does have some other sets. I don't know if I recommend them as much. This one's the Deep Double Cleanse Duo, and it retails for $29. In here, you're getting a 1 ounce or 30 milliliters of the cleansing balm. So 20 milliliters less than this size, which is half of the regular size. Just saying. And then there's a 1.7 ounce size of the whipped foaming cleanser, which I haven't tried that. It might be nice. Let me know if you've tried it, if you like it. I still feel like it's kind of a lot. And again, I just say get the cleansing balm. Just get the cleansing balm. There's also the Pharmacy Favorites set. This one is $48. And in here, you're getting a 30 ml of the makeup removing cleansing balm. So again, that's smaller size. A 15 milliliter of the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. A 6 milliliter of the Wake Up Honey Eye Cream. And a 6 gram of the Apple Peptide Lip Smoothie. I wanted to say that the lip balm is full size, but I don't even think that it is. It's a little over half. There's 10 grams in the regular size. So I don't know. Again, to test some things out, maybe as a gift, if you really love all the skincare and you want to gift that skincare, it could be good for that, but it's still $48 for smaller sizes. There are, of course, a ton of perfume sets, and I don't want to talk about all of them here. I have a whole fragrance channel. If you guys don't know, you can definitely go check that out. I talk about all things scent, and I probably will talk about some kits over there, but some sets that I think are relevant enough to talk over here. The Josie Maran Bite-Sized Butters Mini Whipped Body Butter 3-piece gift set. Oh my gosh, okay. This is $36, a $48 value. I believe they do sell these smaller sizes on their own as like travel sizes. So I think this could be a good giftable way, but I also feel like for $36, you could get one of the creams in a scent that they might like. Like sometimes it's hard to know what people are going to enjoy, but one of the body butters is that same price at $36, and it has 6 ounces in it. And the minis have 2 ounces. So again, same amount of product. It's kind of just depending on what you want to give. I just think sometimes it's nice to gift a full-size product. I don't know. I was kind of going one way with the set, and I've like convinced myself it's actually a good deal actually by breaking it down, because I'm like looking at it, it's $36. The 2 ounce smaller sizes retail for $16 a piece. So normally that would be like more at $48, which it says that's the value. I don't know. And if you want to try all the different scents, there's Topless Tangerine, which is a really juicy tangerine citrus scent. There's Golden Hour, which to me is like a sensual, warm skin scent. And then there's Vanilla Vibes, which I love this one. And I'm talking about the body mist here. I haven't used the body lotion. I don't use a ton of lotions. Like obviously I like to stay hydrated, but I'm not lathering myself down necessarily, mostly just my arms. Anyway, we don't need to get into all that. Where are we going with this? What I'm trying to say is I love the Vanilla Vibes body mist. It's so good. It smells so freaking good as a vanilla. It's rich and creamy, but still kind of watery and light at the same time. It's really delicious. And actually it's a nice set of flavors and scents and a good price. So I don't know. If you travel a lot or like having on the go body butters, at least you're saving money than buying them in that smaller size individually. So talked myself into that one. Actually kind of good. They also have a Tangerine body set, which has the scrub in a small size, the body butter in a small size, and also the mist for $41. Let me see if that mist is the full size. I wish they had this in the vanilla. If they had this in the vanilla set, that would be good. Yeah, full size on the body mist, which that alone retails for $26, I want to say. So $41 for that, not necessarily a bad deal. $56 value. And if you got that on sale as well, like on discount somehow, Okay, talking myself into some of these. I just know those are pretty fan favorites, and although I definitely did not love the scent of the body scrub in the vanilla vibes, I don't know, I just got an off one, guys, because everyone else seems to love it, okay? And once I smelled the body mist, I was like, okay, yeah, it does smell good, so I don't know. Check them out. Maybe check them out. There's a tiny set here from One Size by Patrick Starr. This is the Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder Blurred and Bright Travel Duo. Okay, if I'm being exact. It retails for $25. And in here you get 2 different powders. There's a translucent and ultra pink set. And then there's also the dark, deep, and rich peach set. I actually think that's a pretty good deal if you wanted to try them out. It's not a ton of powder though. Let's see. How much is in here? There's 6.5 grams in each of these minis, and in the full size, there's 34.5 grams. So you're not quite getting half of the amount of product for $25, whereas the full size retails for $36. This is one of those things where it's like, if you really wanted to try it, or if someone was like, oh, I love your makeup one way and you wanted to gift it, I could see that working. But I would say, again, go with the one you're actually going to use. Maybe go with the full size and you're not going to have to repurchase that thing for a while. But at the same time, 25 is definitely not a bad price to be able to test it. Just kind of know if it's right for you. From Rare Beauty, this is a Soft Pinch Cheek and Lip Trio makeup gift set. In here, you're getting a blush. I really love these new bouncy blushes. It's the matte bouncy blush, and this is a full size in here. It's in the shade Worth, which I think is the shade I have. I really do like that formula. I think I might like the Glossier ones a little better, but they're pretty similar. It's like a putty formula that leaves a soft blurred matte effect, but it's not like drying. And then there's 2 mini blushes as well. And although these are tiny, okay, these mini blushes from Rare Beauty are very small, I do think they're going to last you. The Rare Beauty liquid blushes are very pigmented and you don't need a ton of it. So even though those are small for $36, I think that could be a good set, but you might have some of those things. Like if you're just looking for the matte bouncy blush, you could just buy that alone. Those blushes retail for $27. Oh my gosh, guys, I swear I feel like I've been sitting here for forever and I've just scratch the surface. Okay. There's so many more sets to talk about. There's a YSL one here. This has one of the blushes, one of the lip products. It's $64. It does look like it's all full-size products, but I don't really love the YSL blushes. I know I'm like the only one. Everyone loves those blushes, but they're not my favorite. So I don't know if that one would be worth it. Even the lip products from YSL aren't my favorite. I like the eyeshadow quads. I think those are really nice. Maybe one of those would be a better pickup. From Summer Fridays, there's the Dewy Pink set, and this has a mini lip butter balm. It has one of the balm blushes and then also a mini size of what looks like a moisturizer. I don't know if this one's worth it. The Cloud Dew moisturizer, it's a gel cream moisturizer. It is good. I've used a small size of that up before. It was okay. I didn't want to necessarily go out and repurchase though. The blush butter balm, this is the big product I feel like that's in this set. And I would just say, one, they're a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be in person, but they are a very moisturizing, balmy blush. So know that. I think they're going to be best for people who like that kind of formula, have dry skin. For me as an oily girl, I just did not think there was enough necessarily pigment for me to get the look I want on my cheeks without it being too balmy. So know who you are if you're interested in that set. From Kosas, this is one that I got last year and I was so excited for it. It's sold out and they brought it back. It's the Mini Blush is Life Trio gift set. It's $33, a $38 value. So not a ton of value, but I don't know if they sell these mini blushes necessarily on their own. I'll check in a second. But in here, you're getting the Euphoria shade, the Dare shade, and also Spellbound. And it looks like Dare and Spellbound are actually new shades and exclusive shades to the kit. So I do like that they did that just because it actually gives you a reason to want to buy the minis. And I do think these minis work well. Like, I think this is a nice blush that I just feel like, as much as I really like this blush formula, I want to try some other things and I wasn't going to get 3 more minis, but it could be something to check out. Let's see if they sell the minis on their own. It doesn't look like it at Sephora, so could still be one to check out. Even though I'm not picking that one up this year, I do think it could be a good one depending. A fragrance set that I think is so cute and I think is a good one is the Fleur one. If you're wanting to check out some different scents from Fleur, this is the mini perfume sampler set. It does retail for $59 and you get 4 mini bottles. You get Vanilla Skin, one of my absolutely favorite vanillas. I love that vanilla. You get Father Figure, which is like this musky fig scent. Very nice. Missing Person, which is like super viral. It's a very cozy, warm, comforting kind of scent. It's musky. It's just like a hug. It's very nice. And then you also get Rose Whip. This is the one I feel like people are either going to like or not like, but it's a creamy vanilla rose. And what I love about this mini set is it's not dabber bottles. I feel like so much of the time you get these mini little dabber bottles, which are so cute, and I love how cute they look, but I just don't use them. And these actually have sprayers, they have atomizers, so you can actually use up the perfume, which I just love, and it just makes it so easy. So I just love that extra attention to detail. You get 7 milliliters of product in here, so it's not quite a travel size. Usually travel size are between like 8 and 10 milliliters, so a little bit less than that. For 4 different scents, I feel like 3 of them being their best sellers, and for like $15 a piece, I don't know, I think that's pretty good. Usually a travel size retails for around like 25 at the lowest now. Like some of them are up to $40 for travel size perfumes. It's crazy. So I actually think that one's pretty good. A few of the other fragrance sets that I actually think are worth it. This one from Dead Cool is the Mini Milk Family Deluxe Trio Fragrance Sampler Set. It's $50. You're getting milk, extra milk, and mochi milk, and I think all of these are going to smell so good either layered by themselves. Milk and extra milk are more of that molecular like skin scent that's like addicting. Like if you've smelled someone, they were like in an elevator and you're like, oh my gosh, what's that smell? That's the kind of scent that milk is. It's so good. And then mochi milk is a really beautiful kind of vanilla. There's a little bit of peach going on. It's very cozy, and I think all of them are great on their own. I think all of them would be great layered, and you get 10 milliliters each. They're sprayable. Like, I just think that one's pretty good. Rarely do I like every single perfume in a perfume set, and that one even has me kind of like looking at it. I'm looking at it. I also really like these Glossier sets. These are the Glossier You Duo perfume sets, but there's not just the You scent, there's the You Do. I feel like there's a few different ones that are in this kind of paint can setup. It's $88, $114 value. You're getting the full size of the perfume, which the Glossier fragrances are more affordable, but you're also getting a travel size in here. And I just think it's gifted in such a cute little set that it makes it super giftable if someone on your list had this on there, or you think they would like it, or they need a re-up. I think it'd be so cute. Okay, honestly, I feel like I almost just scratched the surface on the different Sephora sets. There were a lot I didn't even talk about, but I feel like I'm going to say the same thing. I really tried to get my favorites in here, and I'll leave all my favorites tagged and also linked down below just as like an easy cheat sheet of like, these are the ones I suggest if it's kind of hard to like wade through them. But I think it's just really good to be critical of the gift sets. I think they're already just packaged so cute. It's the holidays, like again, there's the values and all that written on them, and it seems like a good deal, and sometimes again they really can be. But I hope that breaking these down helped you realize what's a good set, what isn't a good set, what you're looking for from your makeup, what you're actually going through, just really going in with a game plan. I am going to be doing a Sephora sale guide video, so definitely be on the lookout for that, where I'll be talking about all my favorites and letting you guys know what I think is actually worth it, kind of whether it's on sale or not. Like, I'm going to be talking about favorites. I've really just been enjoying actually using up my beauty products and having them be incorporated to my everyday life, which means I'm sticking to a lot of the same things and actually running through them, and that's what I want to recommend to you guys. So I'm kind of rambling. I feel like this video was definitely rambling. I'm kind of like looking back like, I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think my next video should be an advent calendar video, so be on the lookout for that. And other than that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.